Hello and welcome back to the NBA DFS Slate Breakdown, brought to you by LionStar. Please come join us at LionStar. We do have a free 7-day trial through the App Stores, Android or Apple App Store, or you can come to our website and get it there, LionStarApp.com. We have links down below if you want to come join us. Now let's dive in. We got your DFS picks for today, Wednesday, November 19th. I'm your host, Tyler Wiemann, and let's get after it. Starting on FanDuel, position by position. We do have 9 games on FanDuel. On Draftkings, it is 7. So we will do our best to cover all the games possible. Starting off, highest owned, we got Shaden Sharp. He is 7,500. He was super chalk yesterday, but you didn't have to have him. Now, it's a little bit of a different spot than yesterday. For the fact that Drew Holiday is questionable, yesterday he was doubtful and he didn't go. There's a bigger chance he's going to go today. Not sure how it's going to break out yet. We're still waiting for that Portland injury report. If Drew is in, I'm off Sharp. If Drew is out, I'm fine having a little bit. Next, we got Russell Westbrook at 7K. I'm very much in on Westbrook. I'll have plenty of him versus the Thunder. However, there is big time blowout chances here at minus 18.5 favorites for the Thunder. Now, they've already played the Thunder 3 times. He has 34 and 38. So he's going to need to put up a little bit better of a game than that to really be a must-have on your salary. So if you don't want Westbrook, there's plenty of reasons not to. Plenty of other options on this slate, like Brandon Podemski at 94 or 5,400, 3.5-star alert score. There is no Steph Curry tonight. That's a big one. Whenever he is stepping in for Steph Curry, there's huge upside with him. I think at 5,400, 6x is likely, but you can definitely get additional on top of that, as it is a prime matchup with 233.5 game total. Warriors are 9.5-point underdogs, but seemingly can stay into games regularly. So definitely interested in pods. The other aspect is that Butler, Hield, and Draymond are all questionable. They're on a back-to-back. There's absolutely chances the 2 stars are out. Next, Colin Sexton at 5,300. He's a little bit pricey for, what is a backup role, or generally a backup role. But the man can fill the bucket. When he gets hot, he's at like 1.1, 1.2 fantasy points per minute in a high-paced game. I don't mind having Colin Sexton. I think the ceiling warrants some playing him when he's coming in at a little lower ownership. Jamal Murray at 8,300 versus the awful New Orleans Pelicans is definitely interesting to me. Another aspect is Aaron Gordon is questionable, so his usage just goes up without Gordon. He's at 1.24 fantasy points per minute over the last 5 games, and he's 1.04 over the last 20. He's been playing super well, and over the years, we know when Jamal Murray gets hot, he gets pretty streaky, and he's hot right now. I don't mind staying in the flames with him. And then Tyrese Maxey. Man, this dude has just been an absolute walking bucket this year. Over the last 5, he's averaging 31 points a game. On the season, he's averaging 32.5, 4.9 rebounds, and 7.7 assists. Man has been crushing it, and we got a 233.5 game total, and it's only a 1.5 spread. I like myself some Maxey tonight. I'm going to get plenty of him, and he did go for 54 against them earlier this season. Not a terrible spot. Now, let's get into point guard on DraftKings. Our high owned. We got Sexton, Grimes, and Mitchell. Mitchell is without Darius Garland, has way more ceiling in those situations, and this game profiles to be one that should stay close. With the Cavs being such a good team, these close games are very, very interesting for me for any of the Cavs players. Grimes at 6,100 is a bit expensive. I'm not going to get a ton of them. I just don't know if the ceiling is truly there. I don't mind if I get a little bit. Reed Shepherd at 4,800 is a little interesting. Dude has been, you want to talk about a walking bucket? He's coming in playing 27 minutes a game and averaging 16 over the last 5. Dude has been a madman, and he's going to fill it up. I like the spot versus Cleveland Cavs coming off the bench. It's actually a, just an average scoring matchup. So let's go with some Reed. Now, shooting guard, high owned FanDuel. We got Anthony Edwards, Shaden Sharp, Moses Moody, and Podimski. With Moody, it's all those guys are questionable. They're gonna have to have some guys, and Moody's gonna pick up some extra usage with that. So definitely interested in him. Really, you can consider most of the Warriors if especially if Butler and Green are out. Anthony Edwards at 9,300 versus the Washington Wizards. It doesn't get much better as far as matchup, but it is a 16.5 point game total. With that, if I am taking Edwards, I want somebody on the Washington side. They need to be able to stay into this game for Edwards to really hit a ceiling. Don't mind some Edwards, but I'm not going to play him solo. I just think it's very doubtful he gets there without bringing either a Wizards guy or without bringing a Wizards guy with him, really. In a blowout scenario, he's just not going to get the minutes to go for, say, 60. In these spots where he's going 50 plus, it's generally a close game. Utah is the one exception. They won by 40, and he played 26 minutes, but he scored 37 real points in 26 minutes. You just can't count on that kind of thing. So I can't really, condone playing him at high ownership in such a blowout unless you pair him with a Washington guy. Colin Knuppel, man, has been very good lately. He's really shown up, and it's in a spot versus the Pacers with 237.5 total. They're going low owned. I think this game is very interesting, and you can do little mini game stacks here, I think, and Knuppel's a good piece there. We talked about Murray. Let's get on over to shooting guard on DraftKings. We got Sexton, Edwards, and Jalen Clark. We've covered them all. Jalen Clark, I'm not going there. He's just popping up right now because there's a little bit of not a ton of value early in the day, but we're going to get value opening up. And once it does, Clark is, off my playlist, off my player pool. On the small forward, PJ Washington, we got the centers back, Gafford and Lively, but we have no AD. We got a questionable flag. And with that, I'm fine getting into some PJ Washington. My issue here, his minutes have been a lot more questionable lately. Milwaukee, 22. 5 versus Phoenix, but he got hurt. 38 versus Portland, then 25. This is a guy that I thought, was kind of locked in at minutes, and now they've kind of fallen off. There's no AD, so there's definitely a path, but it's a tough spot. AE we talked about, and Denny, 9K Denny versus the Bulls. Absolutely great spot. And if Holiday's out, this is a smash. Pivots, Cameron Johnson, 18% owned. He's coming in at 20, but if Aaron Gordon is out, his minutes are going to be solid, and his usage should go up, so I'm definitely interested in him. The man can shoot if he gets hot. He could put up a big score at his price. Aaron Wiggins at 6,400. Only if Bam Adebayo is out would I really question or, possibly go here. I think 6X is in the realm. 7X is possible. Anything above that, not likely. So I don't feel like I have to go there either. Moody we covered. Knuppel we covered. 8,200 KD is a little cheap for a guy that's putting up 40s consistently like he is with the ceiling in a tough matchup. So getting on over to small forward on FanDuel. DraftKings. Peyton Watson at 4,600. We're going to cover him on DK as well, or on FanDuel, but might as well just get off after it now. Peyton Watson at 4,600 is extremely interesting if Aaron Gordon is out. He's going to play minutes. And with that, he can definitely put up a 30 burger in a good spot. On to power forward on FanDuel. PJ Washington, Denny, Cameron Johnson, Andrew Wiggins. We covered them all. Chet. 7,200 Chet Holmgren. If you're playing a Russell Westbrook or a Sacramento King, you should be playing a Oklahoma City Thunder. The Kings are not going to blow out the Thunder. So if you're playing a Sacramento guy and you're saying you want some minutes, Chet is a great one to throw in there. I think he's underpriced. He can easily get into the 40s, but has that 50-point ceiling when he really gets it rolling. And he's in a decent spot versus Sacramento, who are 25th overall versus power forward. Now, he didn't do good versus them in the last game that they played, but he only played 21 minutes in a 30-point blowout. I think if this game stays close, he gets 30-ish minutes, and the ceiling is giant. So I'm fine with some Holmgren. We covered the other two, getting on over to power forward on DraftKings. Naz Reid at 5,300. My man Naz has a huge ceiling, and he started showing it. He's in a nice matchup here. The issue is, if it's a blowout, he's going to get squeezed for minutes pretty big. So I don't totally love the spot, but the ceiling's there, so I don't mind a little bit. Scotty Barnes at 8,500. It's in one of the better matchups of the day. 233.5 total, 1.5 point spread. And while it's a tough spot for power forwards versus 76ers, Scotty Barnes can do so many different things. Doesn't even really worry me. Center, Drew Eubanks, 3,600. He is expected starter with no Sabonis here. Look, when he's starting, he's putting up 23 to 25 points, and he's 3,600. So I am fine eating chalk there and just going with it. And other centers to play, Andre Drummond, 6,500. But look, this man as a starter, 35, 33, 36, 38. Those big time minutes at 1.1 fantasy points per minute, I'm 100% there. 6x is very, very likely, and he can get, 8, 9x really when he gets it going. This man can fill up the stat sheet. And then Isaiah Jackson at 4,600. Now, the issue here is it's a great spot versus the Hornets, but his minutes as a starter are so volatile. 27, 21, 18, 20, 29, 21, 27, 11, 15, 8. Like, his minutes are just all over the place. If it's a 26-minute night, my man's going to crush at this price. If it's a 20-minute night, you're overpaying for him. So it is risky, but there is huge ceiling and a decent matchup. So very, very willing to get there. On to center on DraftKings, Drummond, Jackson, Reed. That'll do it for us. We'll be back with more tomorrow. Hope you guys have a good one. Please come join us at Lion Star. $39.99 per month, or get access to our free trial if you've never tried us out before. Thank you guys. You all have a good one. Good luck.